Hello everyone and welcome back to another Rebuilding Newcastle episode. Things have been going brilliantly since the transfer window, since we brought all them players in. The squad is playing great, but I might have ballsed everything up. Hello everyone, welcome to the video, welcome to the channel if you're new. We're back with another episode of our Rebuilding Newcastle series, and as I mentioned in the start, we are doing great, but things have started to deteriorate in a certain area of the club, which we'll get into. But firstly, I did it in the second episode, but I need to say a massive thank you again for the support that you've given these videos. They've completely exceeded any expectations I had about this series in terms of views. Even if no one watches it from this point on, I'm very happy with what we've done with them first two episodes. You guys have absolutely killed it. So if we could keep it going for as long as possible, that would be awesome. So all I'd ask you guys to do is hit the like button if you enjoy it, or if you just want to help me out and share it to as many people as possible. Drop a comment down below about the video, about our signings, about our form, about the match, whatever it may be, to help boost the algorithm. And if you haven't already, as we try and push for 5,000 subscribers, if you could hit that subscribe button, maybe ring the notification bell, that would be a massive help to me. We've just recently surpassed 4,000, which is insane. We started about a week ago on 3,300. I want to get to 5,000 before Christmas, and you guys are making it look like it might actually be very, very possible. So thank you for that. And with that being said, I'll stop plugging stuff. Let's get into the series, the save, how it's been going. And we've also got a match against Liverpool today, by the way. I didn't mention that. That's what today's episode will be. A look around the club, a look around our form and how we're doing, new signings, how they're performing. But also this big game against Liverpool, which is very important actually in terms of the table currently. So yeah, here we are at Newcastle. We have been given an A for our manager performance so far. We are sitting comfortably in 5th place, a few points into them European places, which is brilliant. From this first season, I'd like to hit Champions League if possible with the squad we've got. Maybe 5th place would be fine, but Champions League, if possible, would be brilliant. And as you can see, we're only 1, 2, 3 points off that 3rd, 4th place, and I don't think Leeds are going to be there all season. I don't think Villa are going to be there all season. The fact that Chelsea and Tottenham have got so little points so far does bode well that hopefully by the end of the season we should still be in that top 6, top 7 kind of area. I'm pretty confident of that. And the way we've been playing has been very good. Obviously we're sitting there on 26 points, and that has came from a series of wins. We either have been battering people or getting battered. So we started the season off with 2-0 win against Watford, which you saw. We then beat Leeds 4-0, and you'll see in the corner here the goal scorers. I'll talk a bit more about who is in good form, but if you want to take an interest in that, feel free. We won a Carabao Cup game. We then lost 3-0 to Man U, then 3-1 to Everton, and things started to look like they were going downhill a bit. Then we battered Tottenham 3-0, lost to Oxford in the Carabao Cup 3rd round, which was a bit embarrassing, but I'm not too bothered because our players, in terms of our squad depth, we're getting a lot of injuries, a lot of tired players, probably from the gegenpress system, so not too fussed that we're out of a competition that is arguably the least important of anything we're in this season. We beat Brentford 4-1. We then won and lost to Aston Villa. I've noticed there's been a few more red cards as well in this team currently. Then we've gone on a bit of a winning run, drew a few games to Leicester and Arsenal, but we beat Manchester City in a great match, and that gives me hope that we can hopefully try and beat Liverpool today, who are on top form. So as you can see, they have won every single game so far this season. So if we get anything off them, I think we can class that as a massive success because, well, I mean, that's pretty impressive, isn't it? It's not like they've only played easy teams as well. They've done Leicester, Arsenal, Manchester City, Wolves, Aston Villa, West Ham. Arguably, none of them are super easy games. So they're an impressive side. We'll do very well to get anything off them today, but it's a big test, and it'll be cool to see where we're at. In terms of players who are playing very well for us, if we go to the tactics screen and then sort by average match rating, you can see Rafinha, as we saw in the first episode, is our star player by far. He's been brilliant for us so far. 12 games played, 4 goals, 6 assists, a 7.32 average match rating. Definitely a key player on that side. Nianzou as well, doing brilliantly in defence for us and starting to develop a little bit into the kind of player we knew he could be when we signed him. Callum Wilson has been scoring goals, even though brought in Morelos. Callum Wilson is still the main man up front. I can't drop him in the form he's in. 13 games, 9 goals from Callum Wilson. He is a must start up front. Akanji doing well, St Maximan doing well, Livakovic, Grimaldo, don't count Jacob Murphy because he didn't play that much. Loftus-Cheek and Basuma have been helping here and there, and overall the whole team's contributing. My biggest issue currently is Julian Weigl, who statistically, in terms of his attributes, should be a brilliant deep line playmaker on defend or support, either way. It says defend here is his preferred, but if we put to support, highlights the attributes, he is very good in that role. It's just the average ratings aren't really shown as good. I don't know whether it's a bit like FM21 where deep line playmakers aren't represented very well in terms of average match ratings, but I've heard that's changed this year, so maybe he's just not playing great for us. I had high hopes for him. There's still time. He's only just came back from injury and played a few games since then, so not really going to judge him too much yet. Only 5 games played. but I am expecting a little bit more from this guy. The big issue, though, before we get into the Liverpool game that I was talking about was the fact that because we spent so much, we are currently failing FFP. Now, that is including projections as well. The club thinks the way that we're going, we're still going to fail FFP. We're allowed £4.27 million of loss, apparently, but we're projected to get £8.82 million of loss. So it's not that much. If we can get to the January transfer window, probably not spend too much. Maybe get rid of the likes of Dubravka. Maybe we might have to sell a Longstaff or a Jamal Lewis. I don't want to, but we might have to. Someone like Dubravka, though, can hopefully bridge that gap. Plus, I think the board are starting to see, because this has decreased a hell of a lot, the board are starting to see where we potentially might get in the league. The higher the league positioning, the more money brought into the club, the less we'll be failing on FFP. At least that's my understanding of it. If we do fail this, which we currently are, by the end of the season, even if we got Champions League, we'd get banned from it anyway. So yeah, it's pretty important that we don't get banned from the Champions League in a series where, if I haven't said it already, it's going to end when we win the Champions League. Whether that takes us 3 months or 3 weeks, that's what the series aim is, to win the Champions League. And a good start is to test ourselves against an opponent like today's one. Liverpool FC, the best club in the league currently in this Football Manager save, and arguably in real life they've got the best player in the world currently, Mohamed Salah. Debate that all you want. I think in current form, Messi and Ronaldo obviously are the GOATs, but Salah right now is in amazing form. Hopefully he doesn't replicate that in this match here. But the team we're going for to face off against Liverpool is Livakovic in goal, with Selic, Nyanzu, Badashile, Grimaldo at the back. So usually we have Akanji, but he is struggling a bit for fitness, I believe it was. Where is he? Akanji, where are you? Yeah, he's struggling a bit in terms of match fitness, so I don't think he's worth a start in this game, although he has been brilliant for us. But Badashile and Nyanzu haven't put a foot wrong, so why shouldn't I trust them? We've got Weigl, Willock and Basuma. Loftus-Cheek coming out in today's match because he's not fully fit. Rafinha on the right, Marcus Edwards instead of St Maximin, who, like many people in the squad currently, are injured. And then we've got Callum Wilson up front. You might notice an extra name around here. Well, on the final date of the transfer window, I didn't want to show it because nothing too much happened, but we brought in Dani Alves on a free, arguably just for his mental attributes so he can mentor people, but he's also a good backup right back and a good backup midfielder, so we were able to sell Javier Manquillo for £3 or £4 million, I think it was. Then I realised the problem that Dani Alves is on a sabbatical for half a year, so he won't get here until January the 1st, so he's got another month yet of not being at the club. So Selic, fair play to him, has had to play far too much, far more than he should have done, and I think that is affecting him a little bit, but he's doing his job in that right back position. So yeah, with that being said, I'm not going to waste any more of your guys' time. Just another massive thank you for the support on the channel. Hopefully we don't get absolutely battered here by Liverpool. And yeah, let's get into it. Episode 3, here we go. Okay, we are off here in the game. Don't forget to drop a comment who you think might win and like the video if you are enjoying. But it's going to be a very interesting one. As I did mention, it doesn't get a much harder test than playing an unbeaten side at the top of the league. Not even unbeaten, they haven't even drawn yet. So Liverpool are a class above anyone else in the league. But 30 minutes in, we're holding our own. No highlights, although I hope there is at least a few, else it makes for a very boring video, I would guess, but we'll see what goes on. The next time we bring this series back will likely be towards the end of the January transfer window. We'll see if we've done any business there and also how the club's faring, but we've actually reached half time. And it is 0-0, and arguably, possession has been us. XG isn't too far apart, despite Liverpool's shot count, nothing major of note has happened yet. They've got 2 yellow cards. I think we should be feeling pretty happy with ourselves. Going to say well done to the players. If you want to as well, feel free to check out the Discord, linked in the description. Great community of people over there, nearly 200 members now, and it's always nice when someone new joins. You can ask tips, who to buy, share your save, whatever it might be, or just chat to random people about football and Football Manager. But we do have an injury here which might cause a problem. I don't want to play a half-fit player in this game, and because he's only on a 6.4, I think Jamal Lewis does come on for Grimaldo. There's also a debate in my head about whether we try. No, I don't need to bring Morales on yet. I don't want to take off Rafinha. Basuma could come off though, if we give Loftus-Cheek a game. And then I think Edwards comes off for St Maximin, who is apparently fully fit again now, so I don't know where that's came from. In the 2 minutes before kickoff, he decided he was fit again. Okay, we have a highlight. I was about to do something, but we might have the first chance of the game, and it is us on the ball, which is very promising. St Maximin, who we've just brought on the left side, pulls it back to Callum Wilson. Callum Wilson scores. Newcastle are 1-0 up at Liverpool, 65 minutes in. That is massive for us. It probably puts us in a solid 4th or 3rd spot, and it might inflict Liverpool's first drop points of the season, so I'm buzzing with this. Yeah, what a goal it was. Weigl getting involved in the play. St Maximin, it was played out to him, and it was almost a bit too easy for Wilson there. He found a bit of space, pulled off, got ahead of Matip, and tapped it in to the empty net for a great start to this second half. I say start, we've only got 25 minutes left. This game has flew by. But as you can see, we are in 4th place. 20 minutes to go and we get another highlight now. It's all coming after that goal, and it is Liverpool on the ball, probably looking to try and equalise and play a bit more aggressively since they've just conceded. It's Jota running past Selic at the back. Jota goes all the way, takes a poor shot to be honest, and we get away with it there. You might notice on the channel as well, I'll just speak about it now, but you might notice on the channel there is a join button. If you want to know more about that, then feel free to click, and there's a little video in there where I'll tell you about all of that. But just know that it's not going to mean anything to people who haven't joined the channel, who aren't channel members. Basically, it's a channel membership scheme where if you want to, you can contribute towards a channel, get some kind of reward, whether it's having your name on a youth intake or a regen player. A lot of other Football Manager YouTubers do this kind of thing, and it hopefully means that one day, if anyone does want to support it, feel free, and it means that hopefully one day this can be something I do a little bit more regularly with a bit more financial support, because I mean, this channel doesn't really make much money, but that's not why I do it. But if you want to get behind me, I'm not going to complain, because you know, I absolutely love doing this, and it means a lot when you guys back me and support me. Someone actually did donate £25 to me through the Buy Me a Coffee link, which I thought no one would ever use. Any support like that really does go a long way. Like that £25 that you gave me, and big thank you to the guy who did. I won't reveal your name because I know you probably didn't want me to, but yeah, that would have been enough to cover the cost of this light, which I got recently, as well as this whole new backdrop. It would have covered the cost of all of that, so I do reinvest anything I will make back into the channel. But yeah, if you want to check out the channel membership thing, feel free. It just means that one day, hopefully, I can do this as a more regular thing, a more serious thing. But here we go. Only 6 minutes on the clock. We've dominated the game possession and XG. We can't say this isn't deserved. We've made all our substitutions. Rafinha really tired. I'm just going to tell the boys to focus, and hopefully we can see out these final few minutes, unless we get a couple more highlights, which it looks like there is going to be something. It's Liverpool going forward. Milner, Keita, Diego Jota's through. He skied it. I don't know where Salah is. Are they not playing their best players, or they... No, Salah is on. It is arguably a very good Liverpool team, but there's another highlight now with 2 minutes to go. Diego Jota on the ball to Joe Gomez. Joe Gomez plays through Naby Keita. Naby Keita hits it across the box. Mo Salah, Livakovic catches it from about a yard away. A brilliant save from him. And that is a massive 3 points for us. And if we look at the table now, that means what? What does it mean for us? I don't even know. Was it 4th place we were in? We were in 4th place. Everyone's played as well. So there's no games in hand or anything like that. And we are sitting pretty comfortably there. Another 3 points and we could overtake Manchester City, although the goal difference and the gap between us and the top 3 is a lot in terms of the quality. But if we can just keep ahead of the rest of the pack, we can try and take this 4th place spot. Young Newcastle, shine against Liverpool. I think that will be it for today's episode, but I will just quickly check in on what we've been doing at the club in terms of improving the facilities and that kind of thing. So you will see that the junior coaching budget has been increased. The stadium is being expanded apparently. Yeah, they spent £40 million on that. I say apparently. I asked the board for it thinking, you know, I may as well click all of these and hopefully get the club improving. They spent £40 million on about 6,000 extra seats. They're a bit crazy, these owners, considering we were already failing financial fair play, so I hope that doesn't come into play too much. We're now on an A+ from the board. They're delighted with everything we're doing. Failure in the Carabao Cup, yes, but it wasn't important at all to them. Youth recruitment improved, youth facilities on their way, and training facilities on their way to improving. We've still got plenty of money to spend. If it wasn't for FFP, we would have spent it. I just need to be very careful about what we're doing. But yeah, I'm very happy with this. If we look at the squad in general, as we are coming up to that January transfer window, we've got a fair few games actually in December, all of which are probably quite winnable. So we could be in a very good position come next episode. Then we start to get a few more hard games. But in January, if I was looking, if FFP wasn't an issue, which it might not be by then, if I was looking at where I'd want to improve the squad, Dani Alves coming in makes me think that right back will be fine. As defence, we're fine. We've got plenty of cover. I probably need to get rid of Paul Dummett. Sorry, Paul. I know you're probably watching this video. He's not watching. But I like to think that Paul Dummett and John Joe Shelby are sitting there just appreciating the fact that they're still in the squad. We're going to sell Dubravka. Dummett might go. Maybe another one of these Woodman or Darlow goalies, because they're both pretty decent goalies, but they're not going to play too much for us. Longstaff potentially up for sale. Lascelles, no, because he is very important. Like, his leadership means that if anything goes wrong, I can just speak to him and he'll sort it out, which I really appreciate, because sometimes when you have a weak leader as captain, they don't do a great job of that. Shelby must stay, of course. Almiron is someone who I haven't used enough. He's not bad. I just think we could probably lose this guy for a fair bit of money and we wouldn't really miss him just because of the system we play. The board weren't wanting anything under 35 million for him in the summer, but I hope that has gone down a little bit now after seeing that we're not using him too much, and it probably is based on the fact that his valuation has gone down a lot. I guess they're just trying to get money back from the money that they invested in him, but I don't think he's worth the money that they paid at all. Grimaldo's probably disappointed me a little bit at left back, but it's fine. Not every player can be outstanding, and both full backs aren't really hitting the average match rating, so that's okay. Weigl has enough backup right now, I think, with Shelvey. I don't know where I'd improve. I think we'd have to see what happens, see what we move on in terms of sales, see where we are with FFP. If we do have money to spend, it might be that we bring in a few wonder kids for a few £1 million who will impact the squad in the future. Aren't high reputation, but they could definitely be high reputation in a few years once they develop a little bit. So there we go, guys. That is the end of the 3rd episode. Hopefully you are enjoying it. 4th episode, and we'll already be halfway through the season with Newcastle. Let me know what you think. Again, a massive thank you for the support on the channel. Don't forget to like it if you did enjoy, comment down below, and subscribe as we aim for 5,000 subscribers. It would mean so much to me when we eventually reach that target. It's been something I've been working towards for a long time now. So thank you very much, guys, for watching. I hope you all stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.